Oh my god. Is this thing on?
Almost got it this week. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Uncensored Radio Live. We have 6 very lovely, luscious people here to discuss all things news, gossip, and loveliness this week. We will start with the boss. How you doing?
Girl, it's been a week. First, I just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in to really, it was kind of the launch of the new show, which I can never remember the name. It was like, how do we get here? How do we end up here? Something like that. So thank you for tuning in. It was really great. It was the best numbers we've had in a while. So thank you. I had an interesting week. I got my Nordic track. And then I got into a little fight with this lady on there. Her name was Stacy Clark. And it said beginner. And she said we was going to go on a walk in Italy. And what happened was it was nobody's walk. Okay. First thing, this machine takes you on this, we're following her along and we're on this little path and it goes up and down and she goes up and down on this path. And she's like, go ahead. I'm going to let you go ahead. I'm like, bitch, I don't know where we're going. I don't know the way. You know what I'm saying? People are staring at you and things. I was uncomfortable. I'm in my boxers and I got barefoot. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden the incline's going all the way up. I didn't know we was going on a hike, and needless to say, like, and I'm like pushing it down because it's going too fast. I didn't know I was jogging. It said walk. And then it's like insulting me. It's like, I guess we could modify the whole thing for you. I was like, really? You gonna shame me? I was like, So that was fun. That was the first night. Did that for 30 minutes. And then the next morning I got up and we went to Nashville on the pedestrian bridge. And that again was another walk. The first night was at like a 2. This walk was at a 2.5. And when I tell you I had to hold on for life, my boobies were shaking. And then this chick's like, okay, we're going to get them. Like, what the hell is an RPG? I don't know, but okay. We're going for 30 seconds, and then we're going 2 minutes, and you can have some water. And then 30 seconds, we're going to do this 4 times. And I'm like, well, what the hell we're doing? So then she gets up, and we're doing a 2.8. Okay, I'm up like a 1.5 type of bitch. Okay, 1.5. She had me at a 2.8. For me, that's fucking all the way running. I was losing my mind on this treadmill, and I'm just like, please. Yes, I did. I wasn't giving up. It was a $2,000 machine. I am working. Okay,
that's important. That's how you melt the butter.
Good job, baby.
Yeah. So
Jeffrey very nearly ended up like big, didn't you, Jeff?
Yeah. No, you know what? Though? It honestly, it really was not that bad. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It felt good. I didn't feel like I was gonna die afterwards, but I was just that Stacy Clark, man, she really annoyed my face. I felt like it was false advertising, talking about we're gonna go for a walk in Italy and take in the scenic views. And I'm like, who's got time, lady? I gotta keep watching where I'm going on this damn thing. I can't let go because I have a balance problem. I was trying to do this because she's like, come on, we gotta get the upper body, relax your shoulders. And I'm like, ooh, like falling off. It was not. I look like a jam.
So
that's amazing.
This is a pre-recorded video, right?
Yeah, it ain't live, but I was talking back to her.
Okay, right, yeah. You know that there's just an off button, right?
Gift?
I'm not to discuss the benefactor that bought that for me for Christmas, but it was a very nice friend of mine who may or may not be on the show on Monday nights. I'm just saying.
Kelly.
One of Jeffrey's better friends. How are you, Luke?
Clearly not a good friend.
We just laugh at Jeffrey's misfortune,
Kelly,
really.
Jesus.
Oh, look, I'm actually quite interested. I want Jeffrey, when we get off the show, can you please take a video of yourself on this machine?
No, because I have to do. I don't have any workout clothes. I have to do it. I do it in my boxers.
I bought you leggings.
Show.
I don't have. You think I brought them down on vacation? I didn't plan on being down here this long. I don't know.
Listen, I want it to be on TikTok.
No.
ASAP.
No.
That's all I
My
want.
man
Jeffrey,
boobies was
see
jiggling and
answer.
shaking.
Jeffrey,
No.
I will make you a deal. If you put that on there, I will get back on my my Peloton bike and I will put my video up there, and it's just as embarrassing. Just
Yeah,
as
see,
embarrassing.
we need this
So if
stuff.
you do it, I'll do it.
We need it. And speaking of something else that we need, hey Brookie, is we're going to chat to some wrestlers very soon, and that one will drop sometime in the next month. But it's a little bit exciting. But that's my little segue into Brookie, because I don't have much to say about myself today. I didn't really fall off the treadmill. So
How are you, Brooke?
I am back, and the COVID did not kill me.
Yay!
Fuck you, COVID!
Yeah.
Yay! And that's all I've got. My whole week was just snot and coughing, and look, wasn't really as fun as it sounds.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we know how some of those adult film stars feel, don't we?
Oh my
Well,
god!
as I said,
Oh,
I
you're
thought
so
it was a dream
filthy.
career, but
Oh
look,
my God.
not my thing. Yeah. Not
Oh,
try any big words.
Hi to folks on Twitter. Hi, thanks for watching and following us, and thanks, Bill, for retweeting the show and everybody, all our new followers. Hi, sorry, just had to get that in. Thank you.
Someone who knows
Hello,
all about
everyone on
the
Twitter. I
mucus
don't Twitter
is
on
Vera.
Twitter.
What's going on?
I
Vera?
had so many things I was going to talk about for the opening. I was thinking about it as I was doing dishes tonight, and I don't remember anything. I do remember that I was going to talk about the fact that it's so fucking cold out. I put my mask on to keep my face warm.
Amen, sister.
Look at me. I'm
Amen.
here like a granny in a shawl with a collar. It's fucking cold.
Sweater weather.
Inside.
Yeah,
Sweater weather.
I got the sweater with the collar too, man.
Oh,
I hear you.
You look like you had a bit of a stroke then, Katie. We have to go back. We have to go back and watch the video. Are you okay?
Ooh, we don't
You
have
smell
enough.
burning toast.
We do not have enough time to really fully cover that. Truly.
Well, I think
You know,
Jeff's new
really
show
funny
is more
story.
therapy, so maybe we need to join that show.
I think Katie needs her own spin-off. Katie and Jeff one-on-one.
So since
I don't
Jeff
think
is
they would be therapeutic.
doing the treadmill, I'm gonna get back on my Peloton bike. And Kyle's listening and they're going, yeah, okay, that thing has been a clothing rack for the last few months, but I'm gonna
That's
do
what
it.
I said to Jeffrey.
I'm gonna do it, guys. You guys are gonna be my accountability, so we're gonna do that. So started
No,
the new
TikTok's
job.
your accountability, Bubs.
All right. Well, started the new job, started the course. Things have been a little crazy. So I spent the weekend with my parents, and my oldest, Grayson, he roasted my parents this weekend. I was complaining about some knee pain because, I'm old and the cold weather makes my joints hurt. So I'm showing them like, well, if I bend my knee, it doesn't really hurt that much. But if I do it this way, it hurts. And Grayson goes, well, stop if it hurts. Why are you doing that? And I said, I'm falling apart, bud. I don't know. And he just looks at my parents like them.
He did not.
Roasted my parents who spoiled him rotten. It was beautiful.
Yeah, Merry
And
Christmas. You get nothing, you little fuck.
my
Oh,
mom was very quick to say, oh, I guess we won't be going for ice cream as much this summer, will we? He goes, yeah, we will. Called her right out on her shit.
kids say the funniest things. I love when Gabe comes up and he's like, Daddy, you're fat. I'm like, great, thanks. I love you too.
Yeah, Grace
See, I wouldn't be able to. I
Well-
wouldn't be able to hang on that.
It's working though. It made you get a treadmill, so
I didn't get it. It was a gift.
It just
Grace
showed
Like-
up at the
did that
house.
too.
You're right. You know it's bad when your friend is like, you're fat. I'm giving you a treadmill for Christmas. And then I'm going to put you on my iFit account so I can keep track that you're actually using the damn thing. Right? So that's
why
the
don't you
thing.
put the kids on
Like-
there. Put the kids on
Like
there.
there's the condition, right? Right?
Blamed you.
Right. So not only can because she knows I won't let them touch it because they break everything. She knows that I won't let them go near it. But now she can keep track and make sure that I'm using it because, well, then she's going to tell when I show up to New York and I'm still big as a house or I've lost some weight. Here's your
God, I
options,
guess-
kids.
Maybe I need her to monitor me too.
Smart
to make
friend.
Sure I do it.
Yeah. It's accountability. But here's the thing. We're doing it together.
Somebody else.
We have to be on the phone at night. Instead of our phone calls, we're drinking wine together at night. We're on the treadmill together. We just have
There
yet
you
to do
go.
that.
All right, so maybe I need to join in on you guys, so like you guys can keep
Yeah.
me accountable too.
Yeah. I'll be gasping for air, but it's all right.
It's all right. I'll just be you'll just hear pop, 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 and that's my knees going.
You tell me I have to, and that's the
Hi,
minute
Chris.
I'm going to sit my
Hey,
ass down.
Christopher.
Oh, that's great.
Oh dear.
What a
So
good
much
time.
fun. All right. Are we ready to talk about this week? There's a lot to talk about. Here we go.
Sure. Let's do
Cover
it.
your eyes, cover your nose, block your ears.
Hot load of hot topics.
So disgusting.
It's so good. I know. Truly
That's
never
my
gets
favorite
old.
part of the show.
I consider it my finest addition to the show.
When-
I love when
As we have
Katrina
like
first saw it.
25 people on Twitter just saw that happen. They're all watching, and they're like, they're staying. I can't believe it.
They
When
love.
Jeffrey-
Speaking
When Jeffrey
of
gets
Twitter,
your eulogy, it's gonna be that. He's just
speaking
gonna-
of Twitter, we're not even going to bury the lead, guys. Guys, we were touched by greatness last week.
We were.
We were, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's
Kathy
right.
Hilton liked our post.
Yay!
Good work, Jeffrey. Good work. The Queen liked our post. Queen Kathy.
Listen, I've been having so much fun on Twitter. Like Bill Maxwell is so amazing. And if you're watching, go follow him, Bill Maxwell on Twitter. And they've got a little campaign going on GoFundMe. Go donate, go help them out. A great little son, Michael. They've been on the show. They have an interview. You can go follow us on Can you put up the link to the YouTube page, please? You can go check out. There's an interview we did with his family on there, and it'll have a link. Go help them out, please. Thank you. All right, let's talk about the gross green chicken.
Oh,
Oh,
why?
okay, we're just gonna dive right into it. All right.
Oh, Steven's muted. Steven, you no one can hear you, man.
Oh no.
It's
we
a-
can't.
Can you
I
back?
think,
there
I
we
think
go.
I want to talk about first is this bitch.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hey,
a woman
I've
was
got two
arrested after
for her
trying
right
to buy another woman's child while waiting in line at the checkout at Walmart. She took interest in one of
As
the
you
children,
do.
offered her $250,000 for the child. She was immediately rebuffed, but then undeterred, Taylor, which is Rebecca Taylor, which is this woman's name, then offered $500,000 and threatened to take the child away.
She just walked.
$500,000.
I just
for a
want to
kid.
understand this completely. She just randomly approached a person
I
with children,
believe
and
somewhere in there it says she was specifically attracted to the blonde hair and blue eyes.
a lot of that
so
going around
she's
this
week.
one of those
Skanky white supremacist trying to buy herself a white baby.
Okay.
So she's a Republican.
Oh,
She voted for Trump.
Oh,
Yeah.
And she likes Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Possibly. But all right, is $500,000 not a tempting offer to get rid of one of your children?
Wait,
No,
what's her
no.
number?
No.
I know, right?
No,
I know.
I would love to joke about it, but
Wait a minute. Could you put her picture back up again?
She probably lives in your
Okay, hold on a
neighborhood.
second. Jeffrey's
she's-
like, and
First off, she's at Walmart, okay? Walmart. Here's
Yeah.
your first clue. Walmart. You know she voted for Trump. She's not vaccinated, and she's got $500,000. Did we see the picture? I don't believe this.
That she's got the money.
Listen,
I don't believe it for a minute.
This is
There's
a-
no way.
She
Wearing
does
that
not- no,
outfit,
she doesn't have the money. She
wearing
doesn't
that
Why isn't
outfit
it
in that
rich
dye
stuff?
job, there's no way in hell
Trump
she's got
was always money.
$500,000.
There's lots of money in the Trump camps.
There's
Oh,
no,
no,
there's
I
no way.
believe that.
Not with that shirt. Not with that shirt. She ain't got no $500,000.
I
Doesn't
said,
buy no
say she had
kid.
taste. I said she had
so
money.
she was released from jail after posting a bail of $50,000. So she
Okay,
got
so
some money.
she's got some. money
And then, if convicted, she faces up to 10 years imprisonment and a fine of $10,000. Still cheaper than a kid, and you don't have to deal with it as long.
Oh, well, she'll get adopted in prison. That's for sure.
Big
I
birth rule
thought
up
white
there.
people in this country had been buying white babies for centuries. I didn't realize it was a crime.
I was going to make it. You can't even make that joke anymore. It's all right. Like
Oh,
Kristen
no,
Wiig
it's
joke
not.
where
I mean, they
she's
go to-
Madonna. I want a brown baby, a spicy brown baby, because
No,
they're the best
there's,
accessory a white person can have.
hundreds of thousands
No,
of
I think that's
parents
probably the
went
joke
to
you can't make.
Russia to adopt white babies because they wanted white
Mhm.
newborns. And they got back here, and half of them had fetal alcohol syndrome, and they're trying to send them back. It was
Yeah.
a big issue.
Yeah.
Have you never seen?
Yeah,
The
you
Good
remember that
Son?
one case?
what
Like that
happens.
was the end of it. When that last
Yeah.
nut job tried to give the baby back, she didn't want the baby anymore, and Russia was like, "We're done."
This
Yeah.
one's faulty. It's like you don't get
That
a
happened in
receipt.
Thailand with surrogacy too. The surrogacy got completely cracked down on and stopped because a couple had a baby that was born with Down syndrome. So they were like, well, we don't want it. And it became a huge thing.
Meanwhile, the number of children in this country in the foster care system is astronomical. And we have a broken system, and the amount of states that are trying to ban gay parents,
Gay adoption.
gay adoption and
abortion,
foster parents
controls.
is insane. And let's not allow women to have abortions because we don't have enough unwanted children in this country as it is. Let's just, have more kids that don't have homes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I can't.
Jeffrey, we're not allowed to make decisions. We are
Under his
hysterical
eye.
and emotional, and
I get so I take it as a personal attack when somebody's like, women, abortions are evil. No, women can't. And I'm like, really? How many kids how many kids have you had as foster children? How many kids you adopt? Okay, I've done my part.
Oh.
What have you done?
There's a Christian couple in this town who adopted a black child to prove how Christian they were, and then set up a GoFundMe so that other people could pay for this child's cost of education, food, and clothing. You fucking adopted that child. That child is your responsibility. That GoFundMe is the least Christian thing I've ever seen anybody fucking do. When I watched Amy Comey Barrett tell every mother they should just have a baby and drop it off at the firehouse.
Oh, I think you
Fucking
should.
bullshit.
What family was it?
I'm not gonna say the name.
Put it,
she'll say it off screen. It'll
put
be
it in the
fine.
private
Yeah.
chat. Put it in the private chat.
Private
Tell me,
chat.
I will.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
I'll
Listen.
say their name.
Listen, I don't think there's.
And they're not watching us. Believe me.
Right, text it
Put
to
that
them.
way.
I mean, you mentioned safe haven laws, and I don't think there's any real problem with that. I don't. But
Except
I
they
do
stop
think-
at
You know
9.
what? You're gonna force that
They
woman
stop
to
a
carry
lot
child
sooner than
for
that, my
9
friend.
months at the risk of her health and possibly the baby's health, just so they can drop it off at the firehouse and it can end up in foster care. That's not Christianity.
oh no, it's not. But I'm thinking people who are forced to have these children can't afford it. What else are they going to do? At least they can give the baby to someone who can give it some sort of semblance of life. And I'm not saying that
But men are
Foster
forced
care-
to have a vasectomy.
Nah.
I know foster care is broken. Listen to me. I know that. But if people are going
Disgusting.
to
Yes.
if people are going to ban abortions, what else are we going to do?
Do you know what else is disgusting, broken, and needs help? Slutty green M&Ms. How dare they?
They took her heels off. Oh my god.
They
Oh
took
my
off
did.
her
God.
boots, and now she looks like all the rest of the men.
But the
So
brown,
the brown
one has
M&M
heels.
still has heels.
Oh, but
I
look,
know.
look, wait,
So-
wait, pull that back up. Pull that back up because the heels are different. The heels are noticeably different. Look at them. The top
Yeah, her
picture,
heels
those
are more sensible now.
right.
more
She's in
They're
her
more
20s in the top
librarian.
picture,
So now-
and then in the bottom
Yeah.
picture, she's hit her 40s.
And yeah, why take the go-go boots off the green M&M? I think.
Well, it's like
Tucker
she
Carlson
became,
had
she's
the
gone
best
from like
response.
being this funky little teen or like early 20s little Eminem. Now she's just like a soccer mom.
And the eyelashes
Whoa.
are gone.
Who the hell is
what's up?
fantasizing over the M&Ms?
Yeah, I know, right?
Tucker
Like, what the
Carlson.
fuck is wrong with people?
Tucker Carlson says
Yeah.
the green M&M is no longer sexy. I'm like, well,
Well,
Who's
You-
going
sorry
with
that you've got a
sexy?
Why are we
for the M&Ms,
sexualizing
Tucker.
candy? Come on, talk about broken.
Oh yeah, I
The
do
green
think
M&M looks
green
like
M&M cheaters.
Why
Looks like
is
she could go and buy
candy
kids for 500 grand at Walmart.
allowed to be made into cartoon characters to appeal to children more when it's poison to begin with? It is garbage. It is not good for your body. It is absolute garbage. It is essentially
Big food
poison,
controls us.
allegedly.
And then they're going to
It's garbage. It should not be going in your body.
But they melt
Just
your
like
mouth
everybody's
with
like
hands,
boycott
okay.
Pepsi because they donated to Texas or something in Texas. I can't remember what it was. Over, with the abortion law, everybody's like boycott Pepsi. I'm like, how about we boycott Pepsi because it's actually poison. It is poison you are putting in your body, just like M&Ms. How about we boycott them for that? Not because they changed characters, but because it's poison. How about we boycott them for that?
I refuse to turn on M&Ms. I will not side with you.
Yeah,
I've
had worse things in my body than Pepsi and
M&Ms. Like, I'm not here to kink shame, but if you're getting hard over an M&M, I'm a little concerned.
It's Tucker Carlson. I'm concerned just in general.
Well, and here's the thing. Everybody was talking about it. It's a PR stunt, folks.
Yeah, good work.
Hello.
Good work, M&M's.
I mean, we're talking about it. They succeeded.
Give the whore back her boots already, I say. Ain't nothing wrong with a whore boot.
No,
Who doesn't love a whore boot? The higher the heels, the closer to God, y'all. Is anyone going to go see the Eyes of Tammy Faye? Since we're talking about Horse for Jesus. How was it?
Yeah, it was all right. It was some good performance. It was the writing was shoddy. It was a little overlong, but it was all right.
Speaking of Horse for Jesus, are you saying that you would like to eat some sleepy chicken, Vera?
Never.
While watching Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Okay, so it's
No.
not cool, isn't it?
There's a trend on TikTok.
I assumed Luke was trying to put his kids to sleep.
Oh my
This is
God.
a trend on No, this is American because we don't have the Sudafed in
we
our
don't
fucking-
have all this shit.
in
We
our
don't
cold
have
and
Sudafed
flu
either.
medicine.
We don't have Sudafed anymore. You have to go
behind the counter to
they
get the
won't
good
give it- yeah.
Sudafed.
So this is a TikTok trend. Surprise, surprise. Social media will lead to the downfall of us all. In which you ingest chicken that is boiled or marinated in NyQuil for half an hour. Apparently I know, to start with, chicken shouldn't be green, number one. It's apparently to beat the cold and flu symptoms.
Wouldn't you just take the NyQuil how
Yeah,
it
why
says
did you
to
just
take
mix
it?
the frickin' NyQuil?
I mean,
Because
the NyQuil
they're
is
saying
gross.
it works better, but the only reason it works better is because you're boiling all the water content out, so you're like
You also
essentially
boil off
macro
all the
dosing on
alcohol.
everything.
And
Yeah.
the alcohol's the
Isn't
best
it
part.
the best part?
Yep.
Yeah, so people are getting, but the thing is, people are getting like wicked cases of salmonella from it because the chicken isn't cooked properly as well.
Listen,
So
NyQuil
not
is
only
just...
are you overdosing on cold and flu
is the
medication, but you're also
dumbest
giving yourself salmonella.
Why?
I've ever heard. Dumbest. The only people doing this are people that drank bleach to avoid COVID and that are drinking their own urine to avoid
And taking
COVID.
ivermectin. The idiocracy.
There we go.
There's
Okay.
There's a chick.
No,
There was
this
a
is
chick
just
that was drinking.
survival of the fittest,
I was
man.
going to do an article on it, but I'll just mention it. There was a chick that was drinking dog pee to cure her acne.
Oh.
That's just too much time on your hands.
Oh my
I
God.
Yeah.
spit in my mouth.
That's Trump's
Maybe they've got
demographic.
this guy. This guy is the complete opposite side of the argument. He's eaten nothing but raw meat for the last 3 years.
He's gonna die, which is a shame.
3 years though.
And
Nice
it appears
chest.
to be working for him.
Nice chest. Nice chest. Nice
It
chest.
appears to be working
I smell
for him.
bullshit.
I know.
Who can? Oh, who just mung into a bit of, chicken
No.
breast from the shop?
No.
He's
Yeah,
just having
yeah.
me raw chicken necks.
That man is a shit poster, and he is just trying to get people to eat raw chicken. Guarantee
Ugh.
it. Guarantee
Look,
it.
I love it. I've got a
No.
really bad segue.
Oh, go on.
Oh,
Go on.
Do it.
We haven't
It
been
won't be your
cancelled
first,
yet.
it won't be your
Speaking
last.
of expired food,
Oh, too soon. Oh,
meatloaf. We lost meat. We lost the loaf, guys.
We did.
We lost the
Oh,
loaf
please.
this week.
The loaf
So-
is a horrible anti-vaxxer.
so
I know, right?
my mother and I went and saw Meatloaf.
He would
I
do
think it was
anything for love.
2018, I think
But
it was. And he sounded so bad. Like he sounded like he was drunk or something on stage.
I've heard that too, Katie.
You couldn't understand a word he was saying, and like honestly,
It
I
was
thought he was
long
like,
ago and it was far away. And we were so
like,
He
I
went
thought
to
he was
the-
gonna drop that on stage. I did not think he was long. I didn't think he was
He
gonna
went
make it
to
to the
shit like
performance.
Whitney, hey? He went to shit like
There is
If
a
you-
very
If
Whitney
you
can still
listen
sing.
to his earlier recordings of like his demos of like I would do anything for love, he doesn't sound good. Like he wasn't a great, you know what I mean? His stuff was polished in the studio.
No, that is
He was not a
true
good
at
live
all.
singer.
there's a
I
very
Anyone else
super
does.
famous
I do appreciate his tunes back in the day, but bye.
there's a
Well,
very
anyone
super
else see the
famous incident that
picture?
happened here in Australia. If you ever want to go and Google it at one of our football grand finals, oh, it was not good. But he famously had respiratory issues for like forever. Like had
And
to be
he
on
also
stage
did
with
have
oxygen.
cancer. He did have cancer.
Like had to be on stage with oxygen, and then he's
fuck.
anti-vax.
What did you just say?
would
Maybe
make
I
you
need to
want
hang up
get
the.
the vaccine, because if you have all these respiratory issues, the last thing you want is a disease that's going to attack your respiratory tissue. But you know,
Yeah.
just an opinion.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's actually
Welcome,
appearing on
Iraqi
the.
horror.
He's actually appearing on one of the new seasons of Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunters now.
Stop it.
As a
Timing.
ghost.
No, as an investigator.
Oh, so he's already filmed it.
It's already been filmed, and then he died.
I
That's
thought
just
you were being
inbuilt
terrible.
promo.
It's a promo.
No, that's
stunt.
just inbuilt promo, mate. Inbuilt promo.
I'm amusing
Louis
myself.
Anderson
Anyone
died
else
this
see the
week as
photo
well.
though?
This
Wait,
makes
did
me
anyone else see the
sad.
photo of that it's a cartoon of Betty White in heaven, and she's like, oh, it's not what I meant when I ordered meatloaf for dinner. And
Oh yeah, there was another one where it was her and Bob Saget, and they're like, "What should we have for dinner? Meatloaf."
meatloaf,
That's so bad.
it's not what we meant.
That's
Yeah, anyway,
bad.
so-
Louis Anderson kind of creeps me out a little bit.
Why? I
It's
love
the
Louis
teeth.
Anderson.
I used to watch that cartoon, My Life with Louie. I think it was when I was little.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's the most I
I
got
Nice.
out of
And
watched
his
it.
him on
voice.
Family Feud.
freaks me out a little bit.
I thought he was kind of
Louis-
funny.
He kind of looked like a
He was
full,
very
fully
funny.
grown baby.
I think that was the appeal.
Like, was that the appeal?
I think that was
I like
kind of
fully
like
grown
part of the
baby.
shtick, I think. I don't know much about it.
Oh,
Gotta be honest.
Ugh. Oh, I'm
Meatloaf
so scared.
apologizes to the Australian nation. Is that what I'm looking at?
He should have. No, I can't even remember.
Mm.
And one more dead person,
One
food
more.
related.
Oh god.
Hi, poor.
This is sad. This
That
one's
is,
really
this
sad.
is sad, but Charlie Brown
Is
is
he
an
also an
asshole by the looks of it.
anti-vaxxer?
We're like turning into the show that just does obituaries for the first 30
Well, I
minutes.
can't help it.
Turning into
I can't
a
help
nation
it that
that
people just
People
die all the
People
time.
are dying like crazy.
The
Did
fuck?
they say? Did he die of COVID? Is that what they said?
No, he actually committed suicide.
He
Oh,
committed suicide. Yes, I'm sorry.
He had Peter Robbins had been quite vocal about his mental health struggles in the last few years. He was arrested a couple of years ago and then went into a 12-step program and said that had really helped him. But obviously, in this modern world that we live in, it is very, very important that we keep checking on the people that we care about and making sure that everyone's really okay, as opposed to the front that they put up. And, you know, if you're not okay, you can speak
I
to
feel
people.
seen.
You know what I mean? But in all seriousness, like, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors in people's lives. So, you know, reach out, yell at
Yeah,
people, go do
absolutely.
stuff.
make sure you
I
check in
feel.
on your loved ones. You know, especially now, it's a tough time. Everyone's still feeling pretty isolated. It's rough.
yeah.
Make sure you're just, even if it's just, hey, how you doing today? What's going on? It's just a quick checkup can mean the world to someone who's really suffering. So, you know, don't be afraid to reach out and talk, and people are here for you, and you're loved and you're cared about, and you're not alone, as no matter how alone you feel.
Oh, Katie, you're
Very
the
nice.
heart.
God, we're nice sometimes, aren't we? Ugh.
Sometimes.
I didn't even joke. I didn't even joke to come out of that one.
I'm not here for the night.
Well, I had this
I know.
running across the bottom during that whole thing.
Yeah, and then I laughed and then felt like an asshole.
Well, you are an
Laughing about
asshole, Luke.
suicide could
Luke.
work.
I called you Luke, but you're an asshole, and that's
Do you
why
know
I love
Do you know who else is an asshole?
Luke.
Charlie Brown.
Everyone, according to Joe Biden,
Oh God.
or Joe Biden, according to everyone.
I mean,
So
both
he's
you
been
know-
a busy boy.
both those
He's been
statements
a
are
very
correct.
busy boy.
Both those
He's been
statements are
a very,
correct.
very busy
I
boy.
disagree. I'm sorry. This is
Go, Vera.
bullshit. This is the bullshit brought on by the 24-hour news cycle that keeps dividing us and keeps making issues, wedge issues into things that they're not. This man is delivering on promises. Joe Biden was not my first choice. He was not my second choice, my third choice, or even my fourth choice. But since he got the nomination, I've been nothing but impressed. I think Uncle Joe's got a lot of bad press and been doing a lot of good things that he's not getting any credit for.
I would argue against that. I voted for Uncle Joe.
But
I'll admit it. Listen, I voted for Uncle Joe.
I did too.
I don't regret it. Better than the alternative. However, one of my big points that appealed to a lot of people my age, was the student loan debt, which he very quickly went back on. Very quickly.
I don't think he wanted to go back on it. I think he was forced to go back on it to get some bigger issues out of the way. Student loan debt crippled my ability to be upwardly mobile my entire life. I did not pay off my student loans. My student loans were issued at 11%. You can't even buy a car at 11% right now. I was paying student loans into my 40s.
This is not making me feel hopeful at all.
I am so behind student loan forgiveness. If GM can get a 0% loan, so can every student in this country.
Thank you.
But I don't think that that's Biden's fault. I think if we want to put that on anybody's doorstep, it's the obstructionist Democrats, Sinema and Manchin, who have been standing in the way of the progressive agenda from the word go, taking billions from corporate overlords. Sinema and Manchin are assholes.
Am I stealing your gun?
Halted Joe's ability to function.
I mean, Joe's got a patchy history too, by the way. He's getting in his own way.
Past history, but he has evolved pretty darn quick. You've got to give that man credit.
I'm not
when
saying
you
he
know
hasn't
better,
done good.
You do better, and he's been doing better.
I haven't said he is not doing some good things. I just said he's not as great as.
Wow!
Come on now. Savior.
People are very, very upset.
Wasn't our savior either.
People are very upset with Grandpa Joe. They're very upset with him right now.
Joe because we are told to be upset with Grandpa Joe.
He had a hot mic slip. So what was it? Peter Ducey? Peter Ducey. So it was a Fox. No, wait. Put that down. I'm not there yet. Peter Ducey was a Fox News reporter. Asked him a question about inflation and the hot mic, and Biden called him a stupid son of a bitch. So ironically, though, what had happened, this is not the first time this man has been called a stupid son of a bitch by somebody in politics. John McCain, John McCain actually said, he asked Peter Ducey, asked him, why would you say something so stupid? Why would you ask something so dumb? And Biden did call Peter and apologize to him within an hour after he said it. And so, right. And then this post right here is by a Republican senator, I believe it was from Arizona, that said, Mr. President, your nasty remarks towards another member of the press corps are beneath the dignity of the office. As president, you owe Peter Ducey and the American people not only answers on inflation, but an apology for your out-of-line comments. My favorite thing about this, can you stop that ticker, please, so I can read this comment, was remember when the last guy regularly called the press the enemy of the people, among other things? Was that beneath the dignity of the office? Because I don't remember you speaking out against that.
Remember the shit that he would pull on April Ryan? Let's just say April Ryan.
Let's just maybe the dignity of the office. The dignity of the office, like posing with a Bible, forcing people out of church that you didn't go to, and then, causing a fucking insurrection. But anyway, Vera, continue.
He had a Bible upside down. He made fun of a disabled reporter. He literally did the hand over the chest symbol. I mean, this dude.
Talking about grabbing pussy and forcing his tongue down women's throats.
He constantly called reporters stupid sons of bitches. He called, I can't remember who it was now, a sleepy son of a bitch. I mean, there's literally videos on Twitter.
He told Megyn Kelly she must have been on her period.
Right, that's how Kathy Griffin. Blood coming out of all of her orifices. That was the whole Kathy Griffin with the bloody mask was rift on what he said about Megyn Kelly.
There is
So like
no
Trump's
end
like, but
to
nobody
the
has it.
hypocrisy.
It was insane being on Twitter that day because it was like all of these Republicans just acted like Trump never said nothing. And I'm like, are any of you here?
Oh, no,
like the shit that he
Trump
said to
is
Greta
Christian.
Thunberg. And then they're like, oh, somebody said something about
was
Trump
sent
Barron.
to us by Jesus. Jesus, Lord Savior, sent us President Trump. Have you not heard this bullshit?
Didn't,
My God,
didn't
that
W
peach
say the
blossom.
same thing?
I gotta say though, you know what? I'm
No,
not gonna
W,
lie.
Didn't he say he was like received a message from Jesus to become president or something like that?
I don't know if W found Jesus. He was very religious.
What about
But
what
I-
JFK
I-
did to Jackie O's pink dress?
Ooh.
Oh,
That's not, those stains like that don't come out.
No.
This
Monica
man
Lewinsky.
was so crazy.
That
And
shade could have come out if she'd washed that dress.
the fact that these people, it's just so insulting. Like that's the thing that's insulting to people. Like to act like none of us remember what the last guy did and said to everybody, and then to like, and not. And I'm not saying
remembers.
Biden was right. Biden wasn't right either. Right? Like Biden doing this,
No,
saying "stupid
he
son of a
was
bitch"
right.
to this dude was
Right,
just
you
as
do, she's
bad.
a stupid son of a
It's just
bitch.
as
No.
yeah,
We
but
agree
you know
on
what?
that, Vera.
He's the president of the United States. If it was not right for Trump to say something like that, it's not right for Biden to say something like that. You're the president.
You're
You
right,
can't do
you're
that
right,
shit.
You're right.
He can't.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like fair is fair. If Trump couldn't do it, neither can Biden. You know what I'm saying? Period. End of story. I mean, I got it. Like, I'm not going to be that hypocrite that's saying, oh,
Yeah,
but
but unlike Trump, Biden called and said it right.
But yeah,
Right.
Biden took responsibility for his actions and apologized.
But I
Like an
mean,
adult.
again,
Like an
like
adult.
I don't like Biden. You know what I mean? I can't stand Biden. He's not my friend. I don't like him. And frankly, I mean, if I'm honest, I do miss Trump. I mean, I miss him on Twitter. It was exciting because this dude was a loose cannon. You never knew what he was gonna say, and every day you're like, "There's no way this dude could possibly top the crazy that was yesterday." And then you'd get on there and you'd be like, "I'll be goddamned." He topped what he said
meanwhile,
yesterday.
really
I didn't
need
think
a
it was
loose cannon
possible.
as-
Don't
Do you
look
need
over
a loose
there.
cannon
He's
as the
fucking
leader of the
looting our
free
country.
world?
He's fucking setting
he'll be
us
back.
up for
Oh,
failure all around the world. The
Right.
inflation that we're living through right now is just a direct fallout from all the horse shit and manipulation that he pulled when he was in office.
I'm not saying I miss him as president. I don't want the man running the country. I'm just saying, like, for entertainment value, he was fun.
Listen,
He's
he's going to
convinced,
be
though.
running
He
the
said-
country
he
again
said it today.
soon enough.
He said it today that he'll be the 47th president of the United
Yes, he
States.
did.
And
he
he
said it to
will.
a caddy.
And he will. And he
He
will.
better not be.
He will, though.
It will be the end of all of us.
I'm telling you, he will. He will. He's going to win the next election. Mark my words, because the
If he's
Democratic
in
Party,
prison,
the Democratic Party will not put a candidate
I
forward
wish.
that's suitable to run. I am.
Well, clearly,
and
I
Joe
mean, they
Biden
couldn't look
won't
at.
run
We
again.
got Biden in office. This was the best we had. This was the best dude for the job. Was this dude?
I'm
No.
sorry. I think he's done remarkable things since he's been there.
You can
I
have our
think
prime
like
minister
that.
if you'd like.
oh yeah,
Listen.
take it.
The
Who
United
was it?
States
Is he
not,
the hot one? Or no,
No,
that's
no,
Canada.
no,
Canada.
no.
Canada's got the hot one.
and he's not so
Justin
great
Trudeau's
either.
ass.
He's an
I'll
autocrat.
take him.
He's not so great either. He's nice to
I don't
look
care.
at. He's not so great either.
I'll
Did he do
take him.
black? Did he do blackface?
Something like that.
Oh,
and he does
that's
not like Native
disappointing.
Americans.
When we
That's
know
horrible
better,
to
we
hear.
do better. Did he do a blackface last year, or did he do it 25 years ago?
I don't remember when it was.
No one cares when you can look at those booty pictures.
I
Yeah.
was gonna
That's
say,
true,
when you
unless
said
you're a
we're
woman
people, it's all
Who
right.
who
It's
sends
all
out an
right.
insensitive tweet? It doesn't matter. As long as you were a managed blackface, you get to keep your job.
I don't know. Paula
I
Dean
don't
copped
think-
it.
I don't
Well,
think it's right.
Right.
What
She
I was
doesn't have her
going to-
job, but men that did blackface are still on network television at night. Just saying.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is that the United States wants all these progressive ideas, but is not ready to vote for a progressive candidate.
No,
That's the
they
problem.
are ready to vote for a progressive candidate. That's why there is so much gerrymandering. That's why there's so much voter suppression. That is why the Republican Party is so fucking obstructionist, because if it was a one vote counts and no electoral college and no electoral
Mitch
slates from each
McConnell.
state,
This
we would have
So-
had Al Gore, we would have had Hillary Clinton. We definitely finally got Biden, but Trump would not have been in there for 4 years if we had a
Mitch
straight
McConnell
election system.
actually said, African Americans vote as much as Americans. He actually said that out loud.
I know.
Can you imagine?
Horrible
I
fucking
watched the
answer.
clip and I was like, I'm like talking to nobody next to me. Like, did he really just say that? He just really said African Americans vote as much as Americans? How
Yes, he did.
could you? I mean, you really just racist out loud like that on a totem pole, like to the whole government?
He's gonna get elected again.
Should we heal the world?
We can try.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, get the
hey.
plank picture. Get the plank
Yes,
picture. When he's,
Daddy.
like on the desk.
With him
Doing that
planking
plank.
his knees
Oh.
up.
I feel I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
differently now that I know he's done blackface. Though it changes my whole
I'm
opinion
gonna
of him.
sexualize that man all
Not
day. and
okay
I'm
with
sorry,
it.
folks. Sorry.
Not okay.
I did it.
Luke.
I just like
I'm
I
not okay
don't.
with that either. I'm not okay with it either. But if it was 25 years ago,
Yeah, I do get it, right? I mean, you know,
Okay.
things were different. You know, yeah, I do think that it does. Yes, there is something
And-
to that.
you know, when we know better, we do better. You know?
Yes.
I agree with
Peter
you there.
Dinklage
You are-
called
yes.
out Snow White. Oh, that's a good
Yes,
picture.
that's the one I wanted. Thank you.
Buns of steel.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Snow White?
feeling that. Okay, I want to talk about that actually because I have some opinions.
What about Peter
Okay.
Dinklage having it up to here?
So,
That's shitty. That's shitty to say. Listen, representation matters. We have seen it. We've seen it. We've seen how representation matters to people. I mean, look at Chadwick Boseman. Look at the impact that he made on Black children, giving
Yeah.
them a hero to look up to. Look at Encanto. Look at that. Representation
Those
matters.
pictures are so cute of the little girls, the little kids.
Is
with
this
they're
about
like,
Snow
"It's
White being
me."
cast as a Hispanic?
No, it's about
No,
the fact
no,
that Peter
it's-
Dinklage made a comment, and I don't know that we have a quote or a picture. He
no, we
said
don't, because I
that-
wasn't told.
That's
He
okay.
He said that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is insulting to the little people community. It's backward thinking
Oh,
to
yeah, yeah,
depict
I
the
saw
dwarfs as living in the forest and needing a white savior and blah 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 blah. And I love Snow White. I grew up on Snow White. You know, this is a fairy tale from my youth. I have lots of sentimental attachment to it. But if he says this hurts his feelings, we don't get to say he's wrong.
Right.
You know?
You don't
if a black person
invalidate it.
tells you that something you've said is racist, you don't get to tell them they're wrong. You know?
It's true. Very
Right,
true.
that's what I'm saying.
How long ago was
Representation
that last
matters.
Snow White movie, though?
The
We don't really
40s.
need another. We don't need
No,
another.
no, I'm
one.
talking about the live action one.
Oh, the Kristen
Oh, the
Stewart
one with
one.
Kristen Stewart?
Stewart.
There
So was
wasn't
that
any
not
dwarfs in
offensive
that.
then?
What's
there
up?
wasn't any dwarfs in it.
Was
though.
that not offensive then because it was a real life one? Like
There were no
It
dwarfs
should-
in it. I don't remember.
yes, there was.
There was?
Snow White and the
Yes,
Huntsman
there was.
with Kirsten Stewart?
I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, babe.
Then maybe it's just
Because
Kristen
nobody
Stewart.
watched it.
I was gonna say I hear Kristen Stewart and I just block it out. Wait,
Was it
let's
with Charlize Theron, right?
Well, hold
so
on.
we
Yeah.
didn't really
Here's-
cared about
here's
Charlize.
Yeah,
was
the
just
big
in a
scandal was
movie.
Chris. She slept with the director of that movie, and that's what broke up her and the vampire dude. That's the
Yeah,
only thing I
lesbian,
remember
Lesbian.
from that movie.
Lesbian.
Because she
Les-
slept with that director, he turned her into a lesbian.
I thought she was
Yeah,
Lebanese.
Lesbian. Oh,
Lesbian! We're back to this again. Oh dear. It's been fun times.
There are better parts for little people than just dwarfs. They're not.
Well, he
they're
also
not.
said
Yeah,
that
but
he-
then don't act in a movie called Snow White and the
He
Seven
said-
Dwarfs. Fuck.
He said that he's sorry he took the part in Game of Thrones because they called him the imp.
Right.
And that movie
I would
plucked
be
him out
sorry.
of obscurity and made him a very rich man, but he regrets it. Yeah.
The point is.
But would he say that if he was
Representation
still poor?
As Tatiana says, choices.
But it's like the typecasting in the funny fat friend. I mean, look at Rebel
And
Wilson.
that's shitty.
She's skinny now, and all she talks about is being skinny. She doesn't have a career anymore. Who's hiring the bitch? No one.
Are we talking
She's
about
not
Rebel Wilson?
skinny enough to be a lead
Hmm.
actress, but she's not fat enough.
Well, hey,
But
look at.
how many fucking fat parts have been written for fat women and
Fat
played by
parts.
Sandra Bullock?
Listen,
Fat
Well,
look at
Margaret
Yellow Jackets.
Cho.
Look at Melanie Linsky. She's been typecasted her whole career. She was fat shamed by the production crew. That woman is an amazing actress, and she is solid on that show. Go
Welcome
watch
to the Yellow Jackets
by the way.
podcast.
We're going to be covering that soon enough. But
And
anyway,
watch
Guys,
our
is
Yellow
anyone-
Jacket-
Guys, did anyone on the panel actually see Girls Trip?
I actually did.
I
did.
enjoyed that movie.
I love me some
This
Queen
movie
Latifah.
was so fucking funny, and there's going to be a Girls Trip
I
too. I'm
love
super
I'm here
excited.
for it.
Haddish.
I love
there for it.
Tiffany Haddish just got arrested for a DUI.
I
And
know.
she's like, I pray to God to send me a man in uniform, and he sent me 4. I'm like,
She's
Good
going
for
through
her.
it right now. She's going through
I
it
live
right
for
now.
Haddish.
Did she
We
and
love
Tommy
you,
break
Tiffany.
up? Does anybody
Yeah.
know?
Yes, they did.
They did.
Sorry?
That's a big
Aw.
loss. Her and Common. Common
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
She's just hilarious. But if you want a good read her autobiography. She pulls no punches in that thing. She talks all about like growing up in the foster system and everything it took to get her to where she is. But she's hilarious. So Girls Trip 2 is coming. I love
I'm ready for it.
the scene in
I'll
New
go
Orleans with
to
the
that
zip
movie
line.
with you, Katie.
All right. Girl date.
That's going to be our trip to the US. Girls Trip 3. It's like, hello. Who's getting peed on? Probably Luke.
Oh,
They
God,
get
say,
me
I
on
don't
the zip line.
We all voted for
Why?
Sorry, Luke. We all took a
Those
vote and you
boring
lost.
ones.
Um,
Now you know how
you know-
I feel, Luke.
Yeah,
Walmart
nugget
has
catch.
taken. Speaking of, Walmart has taken a vote in Canada, and the anti-vaxxers have lost.
Oh,
So this is from Walmart Canada. Hi, as directed by the government of Quebec, we will implement the vaccine passport at our stores in Quebec. We ask for customers' patience and understanding as we continue to ensure a safe and efficient customer experience. Aren't people blowing the fuck up about this?
well, of course they are.
Yeah, so
Like-
all big box
Buffalo got
stores,
arrested.
like Costco, any kind of big stores that I think was over like 1,500 or 15,000, I don't remember which, whatever. Big box stores, you have to be vaccinated in order to go in them. And people are losing their minds. And I was like, oh, okay, again.
Do you have
all
to be
right, so-
vaccinated to go into Walmart and stuff? No.
No.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what the posters, but it's
Oh,
in,
in
just in that
Canada,
area. Yeah, that you have to be vaccinated to go into Walmart. And I'm like,
Well,
of
that's
course,
like
all the
here.
poor people are
Any-
pissed.
Not here.
There's a couple in Buffalo that just got arrested for forging a passport vaccine to go to a Buffalo Bills game.
Oh, how's that asshole that owns the gym up in Buffalo that's been so anti-mask and anti-vax? He's fantastic.
I have no idea.
Yeah, we don't actually. I don't know if
lost
we
us
can
at
talk about
gym.
people directly.
You lost
We
us
don't
at- you
go to
lost
the
us at
gym. We have treadmills, Katie.
Oh, he's fun. He's fun.
Expensive ones that take us to Italy and Nashville, okay?
He broke up.
See,
a,
Jeffrey gets to travel without getting on a plane.
If I'm remembering
That's
correctly, he
right.
broke up a school board meeting over masks, and he got like
Oh,
arrested.
probably, yeah.
That was fun. This is a good time. I like these stories.
Well, school board's just winning, right? Like lately, aren't they?
Oh, totally.
Oh, God, school boards.
Mm.
We're still banning books, apparently.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh,
Ironically, this news comes on the 77th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz.
Mm.
You know, slippery slope there, but whatever. What has history taught us? Nothing. Oh well.
Well, I would like to report that the author I talked about last week, George Johnson, who wrote the book All Boys Are Not Blue,
Is coming on the
tweeted out
show?
this week. He's not coming on the show. I would like to get him on the show. But
Tweet
he
at him.
tweeted out this week. He tweeted out that because his book is now banned in 15 states, it is going into its 8th printing because sales have skyrocketed.
yeah.
What's his name?
We love that.
George Johnson.
Nice.
What was his name?
All boys
Oh.
are not blue.
Oh, Jeff's on it. He is on it.
Is it like just George
Sometimes-
Johnson? Oh, found him. Okay, Vera, we're
George
following him.
R.
You can you can get on that. You can DM him. You can send him a little message, honey.
Well,
George R.
Send him lots
purify
of.
ourselves a little bit. I posted this because I thought, hey, it's a cute moment. It's educational. How many people didn't know that Arthur was an aardvark?
I
I
did.
thought he was like a rat.
I
Or
knew
a
he was
little,
an
like-
aardvark.
I didn't actually know what he was, to be
Because
honest.
There was an episode where he
Like a
spell it.
bear, I thought he was.
He
25
had this,
years
like,
ago, I
He
was
had
a
this little
full-grown
thing that was
adult.
like
I didn't know who he was.
VARK. I used to watch that when I was little.
Arthur's great.
I
I'm
loved
genuinely,
Arthur.
I'm genuinely surprised it's been going for 25 years, but I think it's a great. It is a
I
very
don't
like,
know.
informative show.
I don't know her.
It's ending this year, I think.
This is the
I don't
final.
either.
This is the final. The final season is premiering. Well, it's only like a 4-episode short series thing,
Aw.
but they're flashing forward so you can see everyone as an adult, which is kind of cute.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's kind of
but
it's a shame to
even that
lose
little
these
bitch with the
classic series
bob.
like that.
the
Oh,
double.
This is
yeah,
a
you annoyed
classic?
the shit out of me.
It's a
Yes,
classic,
this is
really?
Classic. Yes.
Is
It
it?
is. Arthur's great.
Oh,
And it
okay.
it actually teaches kids a lot. Like this last season is going to be about like people
Sure.
like people losing their job in the economy and like how to help a friend with the loss of a family member and stuff like that.
Listen,
It's not
do you,
just color and sound.
listen. Do you
like,
think
I
shows
appreciate
like
when stuff
Paw
happens
Patrol
like
are going to be around for 25 years? No, they're not.
I don't know
Peppa
her
Pig's
either.
already lost, isn't she? Eve, whatever the pig is.
What's up?
Do you know who?
The-
Do you know
Yeah,
what is
Peppa
going to be
Pig
around?
thing.
Fuck
Peppa
off.
Pig.
The
She's
only
a cunt.
Peppa Pig I
Not
like
allowed
is
in
the
my house.
Scottish
Not
version.
allowed in my house. Cavalier,
Yeah.
Peppa Pig, not allowed in my house.
You gotta
Scottish
go
Peppa
look up
Pig is the best.
Scottish Peppa Pig on YouTube. Luke showed it to me, and it's my
Oh, no,
favorite thing.
It is
I've
very
seen that. It's
offensive, and we can't show it
hilarious.
on here, but it's
Oh,
fantastic.
Scott, if you
Greatest.
really want to laugh at something, you need to look up Scottish Lilo and Stitch. You will die.
Yeah, same dude.
Same dude. You will die.
Same dude.
Oh,
So
Do you know,
funny.
I think there's a Scottish Cinderella as well. It's pretty.
There's a lot
it's
of them,
pretty
and they
funny.
are very.
If we want to be
funny.
racially insensitive,
well, they're Scottish. They don't care.
Oh, that's not
25
true.
years, we will probably get another Halloween movie, and we'll also get Kyle Richards' new lips.
Kyle Richards. looks- I'm
Kyle
getting very
Richards.
Demi Moore vibes right there.
She is.
Yeah.
She's look at her.
Same
She's just,
surgeon,
like
Bob.
so happy with life that she pulled off this stunt and it's given her an acting career again. It's like what
I
the
love her.
fuck is going on? Halloween Ends is in production now. Dun, dun, dun. So that will be coming just in
Yay.
time for our
For the
American visit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going. We're
Oh,
going.
tough luck,
and-
Vera. You're going to
Cute.
this one.
Oh God! You know, Halloween. The original Halloween is probably the last horror movie I've seen.
Well, now you're
Was
going to
directed
the-
by M. Night Shyamalan.
We should have a marathon before we should watch the original Halloween and the 2 new ones, and then take Vera to see that Halloween Ends.
I agree.
But
Let's do
that
it.
could be Vera's.
look how
and then we all
They're
have
not
to
that
sleep-
bad,
that.
Vera.
We all have to sleep at Vera's house that night. But that's
We
okay.
will.
Yeah,
We'll have a slumber
somebody's
party
gonna
at
have to
Vera's.
sleep in my bed
She's
with
gonna
me and
cook
help
us
me
food.
when I
That's the reason
cry.
we're going, y'all.
Oh my gosh!
Listen, Brookie and I will get in bed with you, and we'll have a big cuddle sesh.
Vera,
Look
you
out
know
if
my
you
kids
see a
are
fire
500K.
truck.
We'll give you Buffy. She'll be fine. She'll be your savior.
It'll be great.
Does that warm you up, Vera?
Oh, a smidge. It is
A
freezing
smidge?
out here. I might need a little
It's
bit more
ti-
to get warm.
It's time to get worked up because we are at that time of the show that we need to gather around Vera's vent.
My hair
I
never
love how
looks
you're.
like
I
that.
love how you're a triple squirter
week.
now with the gas.
She's that
I'm
hot.
ready.
My hair never
All
looks
right,
that.
Vera. Here we
Do it,
go.
girl. Do
Hey,
it.
Daniela. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Vent.
All right, kids. I just realized how shitty my hair looks.
Your hair
Um,
looks great.
I thought so
Thank
too.
you. Today is the 77th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz. And I remember when I was a kid and they taught this in school, going, how did this happen? I even asked the teacher. Many of the kids that I was with asked the teacher, how could this happen? They knew it was wrong. How could they do this? How does fascism take over? How does this happen where good people let bad things happen in their country? We're seeing it now. It's everywhere. As Stephen so aptly put it, they're banning books everywhere. Last night in the city of Auburn, there was a school board meeting where students were allowed to get up and talk and defend the book that the Christians were trying to ban. The book, I've mentioned it last week, I mentioned it again earlier tonight, All Boys Are Blue. The book itself is a memoir. It's very like the book 14 we talked about last year on this show. It talks about this child's coming of age, being bullied, learning to come to grips with his own sexuality in a world that didn't like him. And there are 2 paragraphs in the middle of the book that talk about his first sexual experience. And they are losing their mind about those 2 paragraphs and forgetting the bigger book. And last night at the school board meeting, Christians came into that meeting and intimidated children, 14, 15, 16, and 17-year-olds that were just trying to defend this book. Some of them were gay, some of them were straight, some were just plain old nerds who like to read. And these Christians were getting in the face of these children in the name of Jesus to defend their Bible and their beliefs. Kiddos, we're there. Fascism is here. There's a very famous quote that's often attributed to Lewis Sinclair, or Sinclair Lewis, that says, when fascism comes to America, it will be wrapped in a flag and carrying a cross. It's fucking here. It's just a short jump from banning books and intimidating children to locking up people who are other. You know, the Holocaust killed 6 million Jews. It also killed a whole bunch of other people. A lot of Polish people died. A lot of gay and lesbian people died. A lot of Catholics died because they opposed the rise of the Third Reich. We're there. Christians are attacking children. We need to be scared.
Work. Work that out.
Listen, Vera, I've always said.
Before we get to the argument, that forced mandated passports for all that shit is the opposite. Is exactly the same thing. What about building a wall to keep people out of your country?
Oh, they can't put on a mask because they have to have full bodily autonomy, but they're going to force a young girl who's been raped repeatedly by her stepfather to carry a baby to term, and then they won't pay for it to be fed, clothed, or schooled. Fuck you and your fucking Christianity.
Work. I feel better.
Okay. What I was going to say.
Oh, okay. So go, Katie.
What I was going to say, as an avid horror fan, as you all know, the scariest.
As an avid whore, I was like, okay, work.
Not anymore. But as an avid horror fan, I have always found that the scariest movies are the religious fanatic ones. Red State is terrifying because it's based on the Westboro Baptist Church. Michael Parks is the most terrifying man I have ever seen playing that pastor. Anything with ultra religious nuts that gets violent, that's the scariest thing on the planet to me because it's real.
I got no problem with Jesus, but his fans scare the fuck out of me.
Jesus agrees with you, Vera.
Do you know what would make Jeffrey feel better?
What's going to make Jeffrey feel better?
If you went to our website, our Redbubble.
Oh, wait. Keep that up.
redbubble.com/people/UCR Live/shop.
You can pick up some of our newest merch from our shows on Monday that says, let's check in. How do you feel today? Because that's our jam. That's what we do on our first show, or I don't know, on our shows on Mondays. We check in with each other, and our logo is #what's your emoji. So yeah. And then we of course have
also, you can get Vera. You can get Vera's face on your face. You can get our faces on your face. You can get strange wood sprayed all across your chest. If you want to support us, then jump over there and help us out, because every little bit helps. Especially if you want to jump on and follow us on social medias, right? Jeffrey, where can they follow us on Instagram and Twitter?
Live UCR.
Fantastic. If you really want to help us out, jump over to YouTube and watch some old videos. There's so much there. Look at
Christopher putting that link up there. You go, girl. I love you.
And
that.
You can really
you're probably
just
already
go
on
to
Facebook.
uncensoradradio.live, and that will take you to YouTube,
Yeah.
kids.
Yes.
Because I'm fancy like that. And
Jump
pay
on,
for a website.
help us out. Help us out.
Thanks,
Help us.
Christopher.
Help us live the dream. Because that's what we're doing. If you're interested, with the three of us are coming over, we might maybe all get together in some kind of live setting if people would be interested to come to watch. So let us know what you think about that. We could do a little show, have a little drink, have a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. All of the
Oh
above.
yeah.
That'd be a good time. Be a good time. So until then, we've got obviously stuff coming next week. I can't speak.
Are you having a stroke?
I forgot the name of your show. I'm sorry.
Do
How
you
we ended
spell
up this
toast?
way is now on Mondays. On Tuesdays, we have always a special surprise for you. So this week is going to be a little bit of a throwback to the old days of uncensored radio, where we all got together and just talk shit for an hour. It always has interesting ramifications. And then you've got, Uncensored Live every Friday. So
Well, this kind
Friday
of threw back to-
Australia. Thursday America. I know what's going on.
This kind of threw back to the old Uncensored when we had no script and we just took off.
I just got a bit lost then. It's all right. I stroked out a little bit. I still got post.
Look, that's what had to happen, because when you do shows 5 nights a week, there wasn't always time to plan a show. So the three of us got really good at like winging shows. We just had to be able to talk. So it's kind of fun to do sometimes.
And you never know what's around the corner, who's coming to visit, who we're going to talk to. So stay on the socials.
I can't wait to
stay
see
in touch.
Brookie and all her wrestling fans.
Yeah, if you like wrestling. Anne and Renata are imminent, so our favorite ghost grannies are coming to visit as well.
Love me some
So
Anne and
stick
Renata.
around. Please talk to us in the chat. Hit us up
Thanks,
on the page.
Shauna.
Get some comments happening on that Facebook page and that Instagram page, because you have to join the conversation as well.
Yeah, and
Make
I
sure
post
you
all that
uncensor
crap and make
yourself.
those memes, man. Show me some freaking love. I'm working my
Until
ass
next
off.
week. Until next week, remember that Arthur's an aardvark and we all love you. Bye. I love it when the Ritalin hits the theme song at the end. It starts out like then it goes. I'm
me.
sad.
That's me.